recall.
We'll make this easier.
You know what? It's not a high bar right now.
I like it when I'm given easy tasks.
Yes.
Just to clarify, which defendant do we not have here? Is it Ms. Hogue?
Pardon? Yes,
Hogue is
the
not
one
on.
we don't have here is Ms. Hogue. And, right, I don't know where Mr. Smatters is, but the
I'm
other,
right here.
she's in Jersey.
Yeah.
She's been in Jersey a minute. I think she's gonna live in Jersey. I think she's gonna stay.
No.
No, I'm just saying. You appeared before me 2 times from Jersey. Anyway, go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm pleased to report that we can agree to a conditional dismissal as to the defendants who are present. I'm happy to put those terms on the record.
Go ahead.
Those terms would be as follows. There's rent to retaining the amount of $1,950. Court costs are $217.45. Total amount to retain would be $2,167.45. And further conditions, what I put there, subject to, of course, the defendant's approval, $850 payment made on 8/15 will be credited upon clearing. Defendants shall pay $800 on or before August 29th, 2025. $517.45 on or before September 12th, 2025, and September rent on or before September 26th, 2025. Just so they understand, if they do those things, the case is dismissed as to them. It stays dismissed. They don't have a judgment. If they don't do those things, we would have the right to come back to court without further notice to them, without further hearing, and obtain a judgment or order of eviction. If they're getting help from MDHHS, that's fine, but they'd have to pay within the same time. They could be liable for money damages if additional rents owed or there's damage to the property, and partial payment would not prevent us from going forward if they. With regard to Ms. Ho, I would request a default judgment in the same terms. With a writ date of 8/25, but in the further conditions I've just added, to be paid per terms of conditional dismissal with other defendants. And I would represent to the court that, to the best of my knowledge, Ms. Hogue is neither a minor and incompetent or in the military service, and that the rental unit has been kept fit for its use as a rental unit by the landlord.
All right. Folks, you hear that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would those terms work for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it'll work for me. Yes.
Okay, so you have those payments that you gotta pay, and it's basically what you guys laid out that you could do,
Yeah.
right?
Sir.
Could you go
Okay.
over the 2 September dates he said at the very end with the amounts?
The 2 September dates?
Yeah,
The first date that you would have to pay something would be the leftover balance of,
12th, and then the balance, the entire amount of September rent on September 26th.
we got it.
Thank you.
okay, that's what you guys had indicated to me you could do.
Yes, sir.
All right, this would be in the form of a conditional order of dismissal, which means that the case is dismissed unless and until you default. If you default on it, then they'll reopen the case. I'll enter the judgment, order of eviction, all at one time. Okay, but if you get everything paid, get it paid on time, it remains dismissed.
Okay.
All right.
All right, that works?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, and as long as it's along those terms, and I'll be looking at it, council has permission to sign your names to that?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, fantastic. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark this, thank you, mark this conditionally dismissed. The only thing that I will do, I don't know, did you put the language about the default on here already?
I'm not sure what you mean. It's the standard conditional dismissal form.
Right, you're gonna do the conditional dismissal. I'll tell you what.
I also did a default judgment separately. You've got 2 documents.
Right, what I'm gonna do is something a little bit different because the terms are more favorable. What I do here is I enter the conditional dismissal by default. And then it's gonna be the same thing for you, right?
I know the court rule says I can't do that, but the practical thing is it saves the court a lot of screwing around if I have a default, because we don't have to proceed on 2 different orders. So I understand what you're doing. It makes perfect sense.
I didn't write the rules. That's why it makes perfect sense. Those that do it didn't write that. All right. So it's going to be a default as to defendant. The conditional order is default as to defendant 3 along the same terms.
Now this just escalated. We're moving from simple payment disputes to lease violations like noise complaints, drugs, and pets. These are way harder to prove than unpaid rent, and they usually rely on police reports or witness statements. This is where cases can really get messy.
And I will sign that, folks. I do have to advise you, since you're unrepresented by counsel, you have 3 business days to think about this. If you think that there's some confusion, some legal right you didn't assert, or something you didn't understand regarding this, you'd have to file a motion within 3 business days to seek me setting aside this conditional order dismissal. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that you know, doesn't mean that I would set it aside, but you'd have that time to think about it.
Of
Got
course.
it? All right. Thank you, folks.
Of course. Have a great
All
day.
right.
Have a
You
good
take
day.
care. How's the weather in Jersey?
It's really hot right now. I'm about to go inside, so yeah, it's really hot.
How long you been out there?
Since the beginning of this month, I drove out. It was like 8 hours.
Yeah, I know. You drove out without the license thing. So, no, never mind. My bad. All right. Okay. I spent a lot of time out east. It's always hot in Jersey. All right. You guys take care.
You too. Bye.
All right.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You do the same, sir. Legend Grove Apartments versus Kayla Johnson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Maxfield Muda on behalf of plaintiff.
Kayla Johnson? Oh, there she is. Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, at this time, we've got a non-payment case here for possession only, the grand total owing being $4,540. We have come to the terms of a consent judgment that I believe has now been submitted to the court.
Okay. It may have made it there. Oh, okay. Fantastic. Okay, I've read the terms. Ms. Johnson, is that your understanding of the judgment?
Yes.
Do you have any questions regarding this consent judgment?
No.
No? All right. What I will do, were you explained your rights under the court rule?
Yes.
You were? All right. I will just advise you also that you have 3 business days to think about this. If you believe that there's some legal reason, some mistake on your part, or some confusion, you'd have to file a motion with the court within that time frame. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. And I have signed this. I will mark this file judgment by consent with the terms that are on there. All right. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And then I have Onyx Real Estate Solutions versus Daryl Daniels. That matter's dismissed. Cheryl Barksdale versus Leo Stringa.
This part hits different. The tenant reveals she's legally blind, battling cancer, and dealing with kidney failure, all while fighting eviction. This shows the human side of these cases. It's not just numbers on a balance sheet, it's people's lives hanging in the balance.
What? Hello.
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
Sherelle Barksdale.
Your name, sir?
Leo Stringa.
All right. And this is a termination of tenancy case. And your basis for terminating is tenancy, ma'am?
Yes. Oh, what is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lease violations.
All right. And what specific lease violation?
Noise ordinance, illegal drugs, and pets.
All right. And see the police report in here, but
I think there's multiple police reports cited in there.
did you, and your son, notice,
And actually, none of them cite.
hang on,
Okay.
but there is currently a lease?
Correct.
All right. And sir, what's your position on this termination?
Based on the 3 cited quote unquote lease violations, which are, as she said, the pets, illegal drugs, and the noise violations, which are R, S, and T sections within the lease. If you review all the police reports, none of them cite anything regarding a pet, illegal drugs, or a noise violation. It's actually quite the contrary. The only noise violation was, I guess, allegedly on her part, cited when she came to my residence and pushed the door into my face. But there's
Within 7 days, which will be by the 22nd. I'll actually give you through that weekend, so you need to get a written answer by the 25th. By August 25th, 2025. I will set this matter for final settlement conference on a Tuesday. That will be again in person. That's the step before we have to go to trial, if we have to go to trial.
Which date, Your Honor?
I was just going to give you I was telling you what it is before I said a date. I'm sorry. All right. That'd be September 2nd, 2025 at 9 a.m.
In person?
In person. All right. When you come into the courthouse, it's likely I won't be in my courtroom. I'll be in courtroom A. So the first courtroom you see when you come up the hallway. All right.
Okay. We'll advance that thing and just, she did file a motion with, I have a housing officer through, end the lease, which would have been on the end of this month, which I was considering, but
if you want to do that, then
I mean, it would help us both out, I'm sure. At this point, we want to end it, but
if you want to end the lease and you guys do it and then you vacate the premises, I'm not going to have a problem with that.
Right. I'm sure she would like that too. I'm just trying to find a new place quickly as possible. I don't know if I'll be able to in a couple of weeks now. So I guess I'm trying to make that happen, Cheryl, but I just need to find a new place. That's the issue right now.
Okay.
So all right. Just wanted to tell you guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Linda Fry versus Jennifer Allen.
Should I stand there or here?
To the podium, ma'am.
I'm legally blind, sir. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I have to wear glasses.
Okay. Well, state your names, please.
Linda Fry. Jennifer Lee Allen.
All right. This is a non-payment of rent case.
Yes.
And how much is currently owing?
She owes $2,100 in rent and $222 and $48 in utilities through July, and $123 in fees, like filing fee and service.
What's the
total of $2,444.48. 2,000 what? 444.48.
All right, ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Yes, sir. I talked to Mitch and DHS yesterday. Because the utilities are for 6 different units that she rents out are in all her name. I don't even have control over my own heat. I don't even have a thermostat in my apartment. I have no control over it. I don't. Anyway, there's 6 units. She's got all the utilities. I've never seen a bill even.
I don't have the utilities in my name, only in her apartment.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess.
Supposed to put them in her name.
But at first she said she wanted them kept in her name.
Is this all rent?
Yes, sir. And I'm trying to pay her like at least $400 or $500 a week, so I don't get kicked out, because I have cancer, I have renal kidney failure, and I'm fatally ill with brain mets.
So when, ma'am,
I tried to make her an offer yesterday of I'm getting a check soon. My bank account closed out. I'm getting a check though of $1,400 on, I believe it's the 22nd to 25th. They said a cashier's check mailed to me.
$1,400 on the 22nd.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
All right, and then there'd be $1,000 more that's owed.
Yes, Your Honor, which DHS and Mitchell Disability Services are, and my caseworker, because I'm legally blind and I have cancer. And
did they say that they would pay it?
They said yes, that they would help. Well, Mitchell and DHS Emergency State Relief said they'd help with some. And my caseworker said that she can get somebody to help out with the rest. I have.
Have they been in contact with Ms. Fry about paying that?
No, because I just talked to him. Like literally, I just got a hold of somebody yesterday. I've been so busy going to doctor's appointments, and
all right. So here's what
I have a nurse that's supposed to come through.
You're to pay the $1,400 by the 25th of this month.
Okay, I don't. Yeah.
I'm going to adjourn this out to my next available date, which is August 29th, 2025. What time? 1 p.m.
Well, What is that? I'm sorry.
August 29th, 2025 at 1 p.m. You'll have to come back. And then we'll make a determination if the 1,400's paid, exactly where we can.
And plus I put up a donation site on a few different places, with my paperwork stating, which I have now.
Okay.
States my legal blindness,
Okay, yes, I got it. What?
It's really been heck going through all of it, and
I understand. All right.
I lost my job. I was working and I ended up having to quit. I was lead boss, making $55 an hour, building stages and being an electrician, doing electrician work in Detroit for the concerts.
All right, I got it. So, Ms. Fry, what were you going to say?
Well, this is a hardship on me because I can't afford to support her any longer.
Ma'am, what do you want me to do?
I'm not trying.
Set it for a date before the end of the month. She says she's going to come up with $1,400. I'll let her pay the $1,400 and then can make a determination as to what we do.
Thank you, John.
So that's what I'm going to do. See everybody on the 29th. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Have a blessed day.
What time did you say?
1 o'clock.
Yeah, do you want me to do it Zoom, or I have trouble?
You'd have to fill out the paperwork if you want a Zoom hearing, but I can't say I'll grant it.
You did last time to me, automatically. Because it's hard for me to, I like write all crooked. It's hard for me to file like paperwork and stuff. I could barely earlier. It took me like forever to try to get on Zoom.
Okay, so why are you here then if I did it?
Because my friend thought it would be best if I came in and seen you first.
And I think it's probably true.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. Where do I file the paperwork? I'm sorry.
At the front counter.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I asked a lot of questions.
Yes, you have.
I like to be knowledgeable.
Okay, take care.
Sorry.
Court calls the case of Alexei Shaborskian versus Nathan Poirier.
Judge Simpson.
Okay, that's Mr. Poirier. And where's plaintiff? There he is. All right. What is the claim in this case?
Your Honor, the claim is for unpaid rent, and
how much is owing?
What is owed is $2,732.14, plus now the court costs of $88.33.
And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Okay, so I have an appointment with Hawk. They're supposed to be calling on the 18th around 2:30 in the afternoon. I'll be doing that phone meeting with my caseworker from CMH, Tom Claus. He's also talking to homeless diversion through the Delana Center for funding. What I'm hoping to do is combine these two incomes to pay off what's owed right now, and then I'm getting help with my Social Security money to situated to pay.
Okay, so you have a worker through CMH?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, and they said that they may be able to help out.
Yeah, he's working with a program called the Homeless Diversion Funding through Delana Center. And then with Hawk, they said I approved for their program. They just got to do a phone meeting. That's on the 18th at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Hang on. Have they approved you think, already? Or
I think so, but I have to talk to them further.
Further on it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. To the plaintiff, I'm going to give him a shot to try to get it paid. Those are two typically credible sources of funds. And so it sounds to me like they're going to patchwork or could patchwork this together. So I'm going to adjourn this to August 29, 2025 at at 1 p.m. Okay, that's an in-person hearing, but your appointment with Hawk is on the 18th?
Yeah, it's on the 18th at 2:30 in the afternoon, 30 minutes before or 31 minutes later.
All right. Okay, very good. Then we'll let that Hawk appointment take place. Let this take place and see exactly where we are. If we don't have a solid plan in place, my intent would be to potentially grant a judgment on the 29th.
Yeah, Judge,
if it's not.
You said 1 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
In person.
Yes, sir.
I am not in the country and we have a 6-hour difference. So unfortunately, I'm not able to make it readily at, I shall say, I need to have it on Friday and I cannot make it at certain times. In other words,
That's how I lost my voucher, because he was out of the country and Misha.
Okay, I can't do anything about that. What are you asking me to do, sir?
I would like that if we reschedule the hearing, I would like to have it on a Friday, and I would like to have it, given the 6-hour time difference, I would like to have it no later than 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, so when I set it on the 29th, which is a Friday,
Thank
at
you.
1 o'clock, if you had been listening to me, it sounds like that meets both your criteria.
Apologies, you're absolutely right, Your Honor.
I know I'm right. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Len King versus Nakima McDonald. All right.
So that we don't have the plaintiff.
The plaintiff's not here. So you have a motion for me, Miss McDonald? Like one to dismiss?
I don't want to dismiss just yet. I know that my landlord has been trying to dismiss. I'm not sure why
You don't want it dismissed?
No, I want to get everything worked out. The fees are a concern to me, and now how I'm paying my rent, because I'm being charged extra to directly pay my rent into her account, being charged $10 extra.
All right. August 29th, 2025. What time? The 1 p.m. block's going to be something. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks, 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Judge.
What are we doing on Miss Lee? Come on now. Court calls the case Town Center Place versus Carolyn Lee. Ms. Lee?